everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody is having a great day surrounded by your loved ones and staying warm inside with a nice full belly. Today we're going to go ahead and continue cooking up our YouTube Friendsgiving Thanksgiving meal. We're going to go ahead and start off with some julienne carrots, and I had to make some jelly for this jelly carrot salad. I had a little mold of gummy bears that I used, and then I cut those up. It was really hard for me to cut these. I could not cure them to the right consistency to allow me to cut through them, but I managed at the end. I do not recommend that you do this, especially if you can't get them to a cutting consistency, because I do not want anybody getting hurt. So just keep that in mind. Please be careful. I'll show a clip of what I did for prepping for this meal later on, but in the meantime, let's choose what bowl are we going to use for this carrot Jell-O salad. I think we're going to go with the MiniVerse one, which is this one right here. Let's go ahead and add in the julienne carrots. The carrots that I used were from the MiniVerse holiday capsules, and I used the one specifically for the turkey recipe. Now for the Jell-O, I did use some gummy bear molds to create them, and then I used the orange soda to use for the resin itself. Now I have to say, these are really hard for me to cut. I don't know why, but I could not get them to a cured yet soft consistency. I really have no idea how they're able to do that, but I wasn't. But at the end of the day, we were able to get little cubes out of the gummy bears. I do not recommend that you do this. I really don't. We want to make sure everybody is safe. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Please do not try this at home. I'm going to be adding in some clips of the prep for this salad, but please do not try it, okay? So right now, all we're going to do is we're mixing in both the julienne carrots with the orange Jell-O, and the white resin is from the white chocolate strawberries, but I use that to represent the mayo. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and now insert the clips of the Jell-O, orange soda for the Jell-O, and I'm also going to show you how I diced the carrots. It was really time consuming, but it was super fun to make. Forgive me for my dirty board. I tried to wipe it with alcohol, but the Sharpie marks don't they don't go anywhere, okay? Not yet, maybe with several wipes. But that is how we prepped for the orange Jell-O carrot salad. Now, another recipe that I want to make is one of my favorite meals for Thanksgiving. It's scalloped potatoes. Now, the only thing is that a lot of you wanted mashed potatoes, but this is a recipe that I really, really wanted to make, and I think we were able to use this one instead of the mashed potatoes, especially because I didn't know how to make the mashed potatoes, and I thought this might be easier. I did go ahead and use the bananas that come in the MiniVerse recipes. I just sliced them very thinly, and I did go ahead and, prior to doing so, color them on the outside with an orange Sharpie, just to give it that like burnt or crispy cheese look to them, which I think is going to look really good. I hope. Fingers crossed, okay? Let's go ahead and mix in some cheese or some resin just to make sure that they stick together. I'm going to go ahead and add these one by one. I think we should start in the center and then just continue to add them towards the outside. I'm really not liking how it's looking. Should I start over? Yeah, I don't like this. Let me go ahead and move them around and see what I like best. I think we're going to start in the edge, then go ahead and swirl them inward. So hopefully this works. I wonder how many little slices I made. I think I made 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 packs of bananas or 4, but it was a lot. I really don't know how many How many of you liked scalloped potatoes? These are really my favorite. I prefer them over potato salad, over mashed potatoes. I just think these have a creamy consistency while the edge on top is nice and crispy. Let me go ahead and add just a little bit more. Now this is going to be the scary part, so I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to mess up and have to start all over. So I just closed up the gap, and now I think we could use a little bit of the herbs as little diced chives. Let me go ahead and just add a couple of more here and there. I do recommend that you go ahead and add first the herbs to a bowl or to a table, anywhere but your item, because when you pour them, a lot comes out. So just be careful with that. I'm going to go ahead and use all of the remaining scalloped potatoes that I have, or bananas, however you want to see it. And I needed to grab more cheese. This one is the cheese, I don't know if it was part of the multi-pack, the pizza party pack, or the capsules, but it's a different tone of yellow. But I think at the end it'll still work out. It'll give it a lot more character, let's say, put it that way. But it's the only one I had left, so let's go ahead. Well, only open one. I didn't want to open a new one if I could use what I already had left. So we're just going to add that second layer. This took me, I want to say about an hour to make, with the dicing and the cutting and all of that good stuff. But it was very, very, very calming for me, at least. Now let's go ahead and sprinkle some more of the herbs. Let's make sure we don't waste any. I'm just using all of the ones that were left in the table, and if we need to, we'll definitely grab more. I'm not stingy. I did go ahead and do a third layer, add more herbs to it again, and then we're gonna cure it to come back with the last layer. Let's go ahead and add some more of the herbs, some more of the bananas or potatoes, and just a little bit more herbs to finish it off. So I went ahead and filled in the middle. It was really, really, really rewarding to put in that last potato slice. Here it looks all nice and golden and crispy and delicious. I wish this was edible because it looks amazing. I think this is one of my favorite creations. Here is a little clip of how I did this. I used these nail tongs. They're used for like encapsulating, I think, acrylic nails, but they're nice and sturdy to hold items. So I used these to hold the item, the little banana, put it right there in the center, and then diced it. That way I made sure I wouldn't cut myself. But again, don't try this at home. Do not try it, please. I beg. For our last recipe, several of you mentioned sweet potato pies, cherry pies, cheesecakes. I really wish I had the time to make one of each, but unfortunately I was not able to, and I thought, you know what? We can still represent each one of those pies, but using little tarts. So I'm going to go ahead and use the tarts to create different types of pies. The first one that we're going to start or be making is going to be the cherry pie. Let me go ahead and add in some of the cherries. I added some of the cherry slush as the resin. I think only 4 little cherries fit on this one. Yeah, only 4, but that's okay. I'm gonna try a 5th one, but no, it's too tight. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Let me take these out. And I'm going to add a little bit of the white chocolate resin, just as a little dollop of whipped cream. I was thinking, maybe should we add some more cherries? I'm not too sure if I want to oversaturate it. It might be too much since these are really, really tiny. Look at how tiny they are. Aren't they so cute? Let me grab the other one. I just want to give you a closer look, and we're going to go ahead and get those cured. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do our sweet potato tarts, but using the pumpkin spice filling from the Halloween series. I know several of you mentioned with marshmallows on top. So let's look for some tiny white marshmallows. I don't think I have any. No, I only have these that I had diced up for another project, but I don't have any tiny ones. I wanted some white ones, the same size as the pink and green ones, but no luck. I'm going to add some of the crushed crumble. I cut this one finer when I did the green bean casserole, and I think it gives it a nice touch. Here are all of the recipes that we created using MiniVerse ingredients. I feel like it needed some more things. I wish I had more time. I wanted to do some bread rolls, but unfortunately I could not get the right color for the poly clay. This is the best I could come up with, but I decided to still add them in here. They're rolls, bread rolls, and they were cured, but they didn't turn out as I expected or wanted. It's okay. This is the green bean casserole. We already showed you the little tarts. What else do we have? We have our chicken soup. I really like this one. I think it came out really good. I love how I was able to create that frozen moment. We have here the lime sorbet punch. Then of course we have here the turkey that we made. We have the sweet potato tart with some marshmallows on top. We have here the orange Jell-O carrot salad. It looks really good. I think I would eat this definitely in real life. I think it looks very, very, very appealing. Next we have, what else do we have? What am I missing? Oh, I added some of the little leftover gummy bears because I was missing gravy and I knew we needed something else. And here are these scalloped potatoes. These were my really ultimate favorite recipe that we made. I just loved how these turned out. Let me know what your favorite recipe of them all was. I know I'm missing some items. I wish I could have done more. I do apologize. Maybe for our Christmas we can have more things, but this is what we have so far. I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you everybody. Bye.